Hi, folks. Welcome back to class. Of course, we are in Foundation of Art. I'm Miss Delaney. I hope that we're all having a really great day, looking forward to the weekend. Today, you are going to be joining us on Pear Deck. So you'll head to joinpd.com, and the code today is DZPCUZ. So you will go to the website and type in the code to join us. And of course, I will put that code into the chat so that we can all see it. DZPCUZ. All right, so we'll wait for everyone to join us. And it looks like we are all set. So today we are talking about the art of Dia de los Muertos. All right, we know that it passed last month in early November, very close to Halloween time. So a lot of folks mix up the traditions of those two holidays or kind of blend them together at times. But I know that folks are already familiar with the culture and art surrounding Dia de los Muertos. You might have seen it in movies or on TV, or even celebrated it yourselves, as I know some folks in our class have. So you can go ahead and draw or type two things that you already know about today's topic. So think about what you're familiar with when it comes to Dia de los Muertos and the art and imagery of that really great holiday. And I'll be reviewing your drawings. I see a lot of folks are up to some great work here. All right, Day of the Dead, remembering, a lot of bold colors you're thinking of. Great. So Dia de los Muertos is the Day of the Dead. All right. This holiday originated in Mexico, and it's a way of not necessarily thinking of death, but a way to remember the lives of the people we've loved and people who have passed on. So we celebrate with color, food, music, art, a lot of food, and a lot of art. It's a 2-day celebration, November 1st and 2nd, and it is believed that the passageway between the real world and the spirit world has opened so that our loved ones can come back to visit us. So a lot of folks will make the favorite meal of someone who has passed on, offer them their favorite drink. So they set up a really welcoming environment for their loved ones to come back and visit them. They sing and dance and celebrate before they head back to the underworld to return again next year. Now, of course, we are talking about the art and imagery present in Dia de los Muertos. So the first thing we're talking about is calaveras, okay? A lot of folks, raise your hands. Yes, you've seen these before. Okay, we've seen them before. Are familiar with these sugar skulls. This is an image which has definitely been taken beyond the Dia de los Muertos celebration and appropriated quite a bit for other celebrations and images. And of course, we've spoken about that in our class before, that we want to be aware of the importance of this imagery. We want to understand its cultural significance. That is so important to us. Now, when we look at these calaveras, what are some elements of art or principles of design that we might be noticing? What are we thinking about? What do we see in these designs? Right? I see folks are saying, yes, balance. We definitely see a lot of balance in these designs. Now, remember, balance is when the weight of an image is evenly distributed. So what kind of balance are we seeing in this image? Yes, excellent. Symmetrical balance we're seeing. That is when our design can be evenly reflected across a vertical axis. Okay, so we're seeing balance in these designs. I'm seeing a lot of really great shapes. And one other thing, one element of art that I'm noticing as well is the bold use of color, okay? And of course, when we talk about color harmony later on, we will be revealing why exactly these colors work so well together. So this is one image that we might see around Dia de los Muertos. Then, of course, this is a video that I would love for you folks to watch later on. All right, it is a wonderful view of the holiday from multiple generations of folks who have celebrated this for years and years in Mexico. Now it is in Spanish with English subtitles, of course. So folks will be able to read it even if your home language is not Spanish. Now let's talk about the ofrenda. Literally speaking, ofrenda in English means an offering. It is a home altar. Now, what are we noticing on this home altar here? What do we see here? Flowers, yes. Okay, we see a lot more colors. Excellent, these bright, bold, vivid colors. We have those specific flowers present. I see an offering of food on the bottom. Yes, a lot of pictures. Okay, we have a lot of pictures of people present here. Excellent job, folks. So this is an ofrenda, the home offering, which is set up every year for Dia de los Muertos to honor our loved ones, to remember them, and to invite them back to visit us. Now this, Chelsea, your classmate, actually shared with me. This is the ofrenda that she set up last year to honor her uncle and to remember him, to invite him back to see their family. And she shared with me that she included a lot of his favorite things on this table. So a lot of Coca-Cola. They included a mini table of offerings featuring some of his favorite foods, different fruits, pan de muertos. So thank you, Chelsea, for sharing this beautiful ofrenda with me. And I see that photo of your uncle is present, that image of him that you've put on the ofrenda to remember him. Excellent, just beautiful. So folks set up ofrendas in many different ways, and the things being offered or included are meant to be individualized to the person that they are remembering. Now, nichos, which we saw on the ofrendas, okay, we saw these unique pictures, some of them with these beautiful elaborate frames around them, right? These are mini shrines. So nichos are mini shrines. And which principles of design or art or elements of art do you notice in these designs? Okay, we see shape, color, line. Excellent, folks. Yes, again, we see that balance going on. Emphasis, great job. Yes, we see emphasis. So what is being emphasized there? What is the focus of these small shrines? Yes, the image in the center. That is what is being emphasized. So basically, it's framing that image. It's pointing you in the direction of that image to emphasize it, because that is the focus of this nicho. Now, of course, it can be made really elaborately out of different art materials, or as you can see on the left, it can be made with different materials that we have found around our house, okay? We can always make use of recycled materials and materials we have at hand for our projects. It does not make it any less meaningful or any less artistic to use responsible materials. Now it's your turn. So today you'll be designing your very own nicho, okay? So your basic materials are going to be paper. Now, of course, if you have thicker paper, that you're able to bend and cut out and fold, that will be a lot better for you. Okay, but of course, if you have printer paper, we can always work with that. That's no problem. And then coloring materials, you can choose to use crayon, pencil, pastel, whatever coloring materials you choose. And then glue or tape you might need for your project as you assemble it, just to kind of hold different things into place depending on your design. Now on the right, of course, we have some great examples featuring one of our favorite artists, Frida Kahlo, or featuring different designs. So in your nicho, you might choose to honor a loved one who has passed away. You might choose to honor a famous artist who's passed, or you might choose to focus on imagery from this amazing holiday. Okay, now you can see that some of these have little doors that fold. Some of these have a 3D frame. So feel free to get really creative and really do your interpretation of a nicho. The things we're looking for are really to continue that balance that we see in the designs and to emphasize or accentuate that center image that you have present. And then here's just another fun example that we found online. So there are all different ways of creating these gorgeous nichos. So now for your activity, you'll color your design, making it your own. You'll include elements of art to continue the balance. Step 2, who or what will be in your nicho? You can pick someone close to your heart or use one of the images provided on our Schoology page. And then step 3, you'll assemble. You can use tape or glue to secure your work if you need. Now, very important, if you finish early, you can choose to design additional calaveras or sugar skulls for extra credit, or you may work on missing assignments. As always, you can let me know in the chat, or you can let me know out loud if you have any questions or concerns. Now, I'll just point out our Schoology page over here. I want to make sure that you all know that we have some great resources to help you in this project. So we have, of course, our Frida Kahlo information. The slides from today are all posted. We have how to create your own altar for Dia de los Muertos, some articles on calaveras, and 2 different articles on nichos. And then, of course, you'll upload your nicho onto Schoology as soon as you're able to. And then the principles of design slideshow I did put back in there just in case there's any confusion on balance. Well, I hope that you enjoyed our lesson for today and get to work on your nichos. Have a great day, folks.